Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today is a special event. This was put on by RiZZRL Racing League, Ben, Riz, for the American Memorial Day weekend, really. So, it's actually going to be set up as a chase race. So there's going to be different velo categories heading out at different times. I'm going to be I'm gold velo, so I'm going to be in the gold silver group. Below that, there's going to be the bronze copper. But those four velos are going to leave at the same time out of the pen. Then 2 minutes after, there's going to be amethyst and platinum head out. And then after that, another 2 minutes, be the next higher up velo category will head out. So, chase race, different ways you can do it. You can relax until you get caught, 2 minute gap. Not sure how long that's going to take, but it could take a little bit of time. The course for today is very flat, no climbs. I don't know if I've raced it before, maybe I have. Volcano flat reverse, there you go, flat, so it's got to be flat. 25 kilometers and only 100 meters. That'd be 50 meters a lap, so that's really flat race, which means it's going to be very fast probably. Try to hang on to the main blob as we head down the road. We got 8 minutes for the race starts. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of rhinos on Discord today. I invited everybody to come to the Fury channel, so hopefully we have a whole bunch of people chatting today. Always makes it a lot of fun. Listen to everybody. And some racers that I usually don't get to race with. Some from the White Rhinos ladder team. So they race in a different time zone. That would be nice. Some from the Rock City team, as well as any other rhinos were invited to compete today in the race. So 7 minutes, 30 seconds for the race. I'll probably do a wrap up at the end. You stick around to the end. Hope you enjoy it. Happy Memorial Day for everybody in the States, all the Americans, men and women joining in today, honoring their soldiers. Great. So, we'll start the action shortly. Going live. All right, have fun, everybody. Memorial Day race by RiZZRL Racing. Try to hang on. There's Johnny. And why is no one else on Discord? I don't know what's going on here. We picked the right channel, I think. They'll see anyways. That's weird. TSC out front. Who we got here? Oh yeah, Quad Hammer. He's in your category there, Johnny.
Which one? Quad Hammer, yes.
Quad Hammer, yeah. He's he moves the train along. All right, what am I doing with here? I need to drift back a little bit. Okay. All right, slow the cadence down, Brian. Slow the cadence down. I always start out just like, my body's like, okay, it's time to go. I'm like, hey, body, just, can you chill for a little bit? I know. And of course, when I see everything straighten out here, I'm like, There goes the pace up.
Alright, so we're gonna fast forward through a bit of the race here. So basically the end part of it. So at the beginning I had mentioned that this was going to be a chase race, and we did go out of the pen at different times. So I was in with the gold, the silver, and also joining was the bronze and copper. So the 4 cats were leaving at the same time out of the pen. Normally with a chase race, because rhinos do chase races, what will happen is that you leave at different intervals, but then eventually the faster groups will catch the slower groups. Sometimes it's close to the end of the race, and the rhino ones, they try to, obviously depending on the course, they try to set up the time splits so that it gets really close, that everybody possibly could stay away. So this race here, we were moving along. It was 2 laps, and there's a couple little bumps. So it was Kyle and it was Johnny that were racing with me today. Johnny was in the bronze cat, but he stayed with the group. He stayed with us the whole time, which was nice. Nate and Mitch had tuned in as well. I think Mitch maybe started the race, but decided that it wasn't his thing today, so he didn't continue. But so they were sort of giving some time splits and saying the different groups and how far back they were, what kilometer point they were at. So it was when we got okay, this little section here is a little bit of a push up here. I'm trying to stay on the front of these groups when we do these little pumps like that, so that you don't drop off the back. TFC did a lot of pushing on the front here. Not really pushing, but they were sort of like setting the pace, let's say. It was a pretty steady pace. When you see the line sort of straighten out like this, obviously that is a point when the speed is starting to go up a bit. But as you can see, we group back together on the downhills. Recognize some of the riders that were in here today. There was Quad Hammer was there from TFC, big sprinter for them. So TFC was definitely doing some turns on the front. So basically, it was around the second lap that we were sort of anticipating that the category behind us, that started behind us by 2 minutes, was going to catch us. But interestingly enough, we never saw them. So something happened with the system. Ben Riz is not sure what exactly, I guess, happened maybe with the setting up of the race and the system. But at one point on the second lap, and I don't remember exactly which point in the race it was, they actually passed us. And I was sort of hoping that our group was going to be able to catch on to their group. That's usually with the chase races. That's sometimes what you'll do is you'll just actually I'll mention something right now. My steering was all messed up today. I had to I think I had to recalibrate it, but I couldn't recalibrate my steering block during the race, so I just left it. But as you can see, I'm steering with my front wheel way over to the left just to sort of stay in with the group instead of getting hung out to the side. So I just was mentioning that. So yeah, so we were keeping our pace, but we were also, back of our minds, we're thinking, well, the other group's going to catch us at some point, and the faster riders will be able to grab onto those, to that group, and they'll carry us through the finish line. But what ended up happening is that they went through us at some point, and we never saw them. So the system wasn't set up to display all the people that were racing on the screen. So that was unfortunate, but maybe the next race we can get that sorted out. I'm sure it's the setting or something like that, but we'll get it sorted out for the next race. Let's see, what else? Maybe let's go back to the action for a bit here, and then we'll pick it up in a little bit. Okay, picking up the action again. So there's a little section here, tiny little bump, but I also didn't want to go off the back here, so I accelerated a little bit. Wasn't going to break away, nothing crazy like that. But I had to apologize to Johnny there because I did get everybody roused up there and everybody pushed the pace a little bit over that bump. But everybody's back together again. And actually, it was around this point in the race when we thought that we were going to get the other group behind us was going to go through us. But as I was saying before, that never happened. We never saw it happen. We never saw them go through us, I should say. So basically, the race kind of changed at this point. I realized that it was going to come down to probably a sprint unless somebody tried to break away, and I didn't see anybody probably making that sort of a move. Though, we talked about the race after, and we could have tried, Johnny, Kyle, myself, we could have tried a little move. We could have had maybe one of these little downhill sections where Johnny can really ramp it up. If he had let us out a little bit, and Kyle and myself had pushed with him and then went over top of him and tried to get a break from this group. Whether it would have worked or not, I have my doubts, but you talk about these things after the races, more for just for entertainment, I think, but you know, it's always nice to think that you can try sort of these moves in the races. So it's going to come down to a sprint action, and I know Quad Hammer's in there. He's pushing over 1,000 watts probably when he's ramping up his sprint. So really my only chance in these races, if it comes down to a sprint, is try to break early. Now, what are we down to? Almost 3 kilometers. We're going to go back to the live action of the finish, and you'll see what sort of happens at the end here.
All right, guys.
Come on, Kyle.
You're next. Wow, they're going early.
Yeah, they are.
Come on, Johnny.
I'm alright, I've got my guy covered. Whoa.
Almost got him.
What'd you get, Kyle?
Second.
Oh, beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, Johnny. I just didn't think for that. I'm not a sprinter, anyways.
Oh. I beat Quad Hammer.
Oh, wow. You have to watch this stream then.
Yes. First.
Johnny! First place in your
Good job,
division.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Awesome teamwork.
You guys.
Awesome teamwork.